Secretary of State, we have formal objections, cross-party objections from Coventry City Council, from Warwickshire County Council and various district councils. Why do you think that is, and how do you respond to them?
Well, it's interesting, as I understand it, the objections from Warwickshire County Council and Coventry City Council come from opposite ends of the spectrum. Warwickshire, as I understand it, objects that the railway will be running through Warwickshire. Coventry, as I understand it, objects that the railway will not be coming to Coventry. Coventry would be very happy to have a high-speed rail line and a high-speed rail station in the city. Look, all the region can benefit from the proposed line. The great hinterland around Birmingham, the West Midlands, the East Midlands, all of these areas will be benefited by this major new piece of transport infrastructure. And we've got to get people during this consultation period to just raise their eyes from the strictly parochial issues and look at the bigger issues of national interest, growing our national economy, making sure that Britain can compete in the world.
Is it bad news for Coventry if, according to HS2 limited projections, there would only be one train per hour from Coventry to Euston rather than the 3 an hour at the moment?
Well, look, train operators will be using the release capacity on the West Coast Main Line to organise services to respond to the demand that's there, and they will have every interest in laying on services that are attractive to passengers. Overall, we're putting 14,000 seats an hour additionally into the West Coast corridor between London and Birmingham. That's going to create tremendous pressure on competing operators to offer services that passengers want to use, and I'm confident that we will get some very attractive combinations of service patterns and fare offerings as these operators compete for the passenger's pound.
You're hearing the West Midlands to talk about the potential for 40,000 new jobs from the first phase. A project to create 15,000 new jobs around Coventry Station called the Frygate development could hinge in some way on the quality of services into Coventry Station. Is there a possibility that the whole project can take jobs away from areas that will suffer in some way?
No, I don't think so, and this is a relentlessly negative view of the world. The history of transport infrastructure investment is that it's incremental. It adds incrementally to economic growth and prosperity. If you look around the world, look around Europe, it isn't about doing one community down. It's about adding additional growth potential, superpower, supercharged power to the economy as a whole. I think that's the way we have to look at this, enhancing the power of the UK economy as a whole to grow and to be competitive.
And the Nuneaton to Coventry project, which has been in the pipeline for many years, has provisional approval. It's being looked at with a potential to get funding by the end of the year, but in the present financial climate has to compete with many other projects. What can you say to Coventry, who've been waiting a long time for this new rail line between Nuneaton and Coventry, stopping at the Ricoh station?
Well, I've had a meeting recently with the Coventry MPs and civic leaders from the area. We've talked to them about how they can improve the competitiveness of their bid. As you say, it's a competitive process. We've got a significant number of projects seeking support, and they won't all be able to be funded in the current period. So we're working with them to sharpen their pencil, improve their bid, and then by the end of the year they will hear the outcome of the competition that we're running.